All right, hi everyone. My name is Strider656, and I'm watching a live game with Mettking and Humperdink. I'm going to try to connect with Scotsword as well on this. Hopefully, we can make this work. Hopefully, he does a Discord call. We'll see if it works. And this is live, and Scotsword's also recording as well. So I'm going to just open Discord up on my computer, which you guys do not see. Okay, great. Okay. Let's see if I can get this open. Try calling him. All right.
Hello.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. That is the legendary Strider 656 just joining. Just in case this recording ever gets used, can we just do a quick audio check?
That's fine, yeah. Test 1, 2.
Okay.
Am I loud? Am I good?
I'll turn it down my end, okay?
Okay. Yep, and I'm live right now too, so... I'm just going to check to make sure you can also be heard. I'm going to open up my YouTube.
That's alright. So what we can do, since the live stream's up, if we watch it back later or we check it and it's perfect, I can just ditch my recording. It's absolutely fine.
I'm just going to check to make sure you can also be heard. Yep. Yeah, you're definitely good. You're good on my end.
Sweet. Okay. Excellent. Okay,
right.
So feel free to post links wherever you so wish, and then I can fill in. I can fill you in with everything that's been going on. It's only Tuesday night, you know what I mean? It's not like you've missed too much. There's just a couple of wee things, but nothing, nothing very consequential.
Well, I see Seward starting in 8 again. That's another hunter that doesn't do your setup.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, this is a variation on the setup, so that's not a problem. I mean, my thing was putting Mina Godalming together, Seward moving, Mr. Green's been doing this, probably since before I joined the community, sometimes moving up to Bordeaux. So that's okay, that's not, my thing.
Yeah, I'm just going to post this in all the channels so people can follow it.
Sweet.
What's happening now? Yep, I know it's week 1, so I mean, like...
Yeah, you haven't missed much.
No. Let me just put it in the other channel too. Happening now. It's funny, I didn't expect to do many of these videos. I thought I'd be busy, but this is my 3rd one, I think. All right. Cool, I think we're all good. And I have the live chat open.
Sweet.
Yep.
So, yeah, the main things we've basically missed is just that Rufus Smith is in play and Humperdink got some hired scouts, and he checked 2 locations in Iberia, Lisbon and Cadiz, and they were negative.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you think he's doing an Eastern start? Or Italy?
That's a very good question. Don't know. Starting Seward like this deters center of the map. Italy is still a possibility, but then you're having to go towards 3 hunters, and so the Seward's a little bit close up. So it doesn't stop the first thing from maturing. That means you're moving towards an additional hunter. So maybe he might have just started east. I probably would do that myself. I mean, either that or I would commit to a Spain start. You can get wrecked early by Seward if you're not careful.
But you said he checked the west, right?
Well, you only checked Lisbon and Cadiz, so it could have been somewhere else. He could have started in Granada or Madrid or Alicante or Zaragoza. But yeah, it makes it less likely.
Gotcha. Yeah, I finally got around to watching your welcome to the tournament video.
That's alright, no worries.
I was like, oh, that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So the
That's
top
okay.
the top ones of each one are guaranteed to go through, and then
That's
the
right.
second and third have to play it out.
That's right.
Okay, gotcha.
So it creates more jeopardy at the top for the experienced players. They can't just sit there and go, oh, we can take first and second place and we get definitely through. It's like, nah, you're going to have to fight for first place.
Yep.
Otherwise you have to go into the second stage, sort of playoff. So yeah. I don't know how many viewers we got right now, but I was going to say Mettking I think is recording this as well. So if you want to see his perspective, it will be up on his channel hopefully.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or it might not. So yeah, obviously my recording will get ditched, but that's no problem. It's a very low effort on my part, so it's not an issue. So yeah, so if people who are watching this back on Strider's channel, please do go and subscribe to the Mettking, and you can see his perspective of the match.
Yeah, I'm very excited about tomorrow's match with Quincy and Weircraft. Ooh, he's went to sea.
Oh, interesting. That's very fascinating.
That could be an Ireland start.
It could be an island play, but normally you hide an island, but potentially not. It could be a southern Italy thing as well. But whatever that is, that's going to be hard for the hunters to get to. He has a rumor token, which is kind of interesting. So I want to make it clear to your viewers. These two players who we're watching are new members to the community. They have played some practice matches, but they are relatively new. So I was saying in my introduction that, you know, the match that you're talking about, the Warcraft Quincy Morris match, or the match that you were streaming last night between Pirate Joe and Pizza Wizard,
yeah,
they're vital this early on because of the fact there's only the top one goes through. But then also for these newer players as well,
yep.
They want to avoid the elimination, right? They can maybe think, oh well, if maybe the two top, you know, the top seeded players in the group, they'll make it through. That still leaves that third space available. So, you know, your ambition is you try to get that. But then it means a match like this, I mean, all the matches are vital, but, you know, if you're playing against a direct rival, you know, a fellow newcomer, a match like this could be vital.
Cool.
And Mac, there you go, sorry.
No, Pizza Wizard is in the chat. He's he thinks it could be Bard of Valona. It's something he's seen in tournament play before by veterans such as Weircraft. So
that's definitely true. Yep. I don't know if Mettking has watched those videos from the previous league to see that in action, but it could be. Absolutely. Oh, wait, Pizza Wizard, you're going to have to get your ass into one of these commentaries at some point.
He says your words are more informative than his anyway, so...
That's utter bollocks. I mean, he's US champion, by the way. He is fully deserving of that title.
Yep.
Don't give me that. So yeah, that's another thing. You can't place rumor tokens when you move to sea. So maybe Mettking was planning to place a rumor token. They went to sea, but I think that came up in because I was casting a game of Mettking last night. We're watching Captain Gyro versus Worm Talon, and he seems fairly experienced with the game. Just hasn't been able to practice much, but that's okay. You know, real life gets in the way, and you can't practice as much as you like. I really appreciate you doing these streams and things, Strider. It just makes it a far more sort of community vibe when we've got different people doing it all together. It's really nice.
Captain Gyro's in the chat too.
Hey Gyro.
It's a nice sea move.
Yeah, this could be very interesting how far... I mean, the thing is, Rufus Smith is in play. So, Dracula would have committed to this strategy, if it is Island, for example, he would have committed to this strategy before Rufus Smith came into play. But now, is he going to have to change his strategy because Rufus Smith is there? He can't move by sea too much.
Yeah. Let's check
one of the things we saw...
Yep, you're good, go ahead.
One rifle, that's probably the most notable thing. Yeah, in the match that we saw last night, where Captain Jerry and Wormtalon were playing, one of the things that happened was Dracula did take quite a lot of damage just from, sea travel. That was a little bit too excessive, so it'd be interesting to see how this all plays out. I know very little about these players. I've never seen Mettking play, apart from his one practice match. Or he did a couple, but I've only watched one against Wormtalon. And then Humperdink, I think I played against once, between months ago, and I might be in Hunters, so I know very little about these players, so I can't tell you what sort of strategies they're going to go for, which is, as a commentator, that's arguably a good thing. It's a bit more reactionary, but I like that.
Yep.
We got forewarned on Mina too.
Oh, good to know. Yeah, Pizza Wizard said he's just here to study the competition. But he definitely showed a pirate Dracula in his last game he just played.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and he really turned on the style with that final move. That was very impressive. He duped me completely in terms of, I was watching the stream going, he has to be there. He has to have done this.
Yeah. I think I lost you, Scotsword. Can you hear me? I'm just going to check the Discord to see what's going on. Yeah, your mic cut out. You're not even showing on the thing. I'll just keep reading the chat while we figure that out. So yeah, he just wolf formed. We don't know where, but just one C space is what we can see. I'm gonna try to solve the Scotsword thing. You came in a little bit there. Maybe try to replug your mic in. There you go. I heard something. There we go. You're back. You're good.
Good. Okay, so maybe it's just my cable. It's a bit sensitive.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
wolf form. That's interesting. Very interesting.
Well, he couldn't start in Cagliari. That's impossible, right? So maybe Italy, and he just crossed over the ocean into the east as an option.
Yep.
He could also be going past Seward through Spain, but you said he checked Lisbon and Cadiz, right?
But he could have done Ireland, and he's wolf form past Seward into France or Spain. That is definitely an option.
Right.
And because he went only North Atlantic, then South Atlantic is free, and he can, leave again from Spain later if he has to. Arguably, going east is really good here because he could go to 50, avoid, or if he wants to play risky, go to 49. The chances of him psychic scanning is pretty low. And then he can go back to 50, do some shenanigans, and then leave Ionian, for example. There's a few different things he can do here. In fact, there's no rumor token. That's good for the hunters, but then it could be a hoax.
I was thinking hoax too. Yep.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be good. If it's a hoax vampire, that's potentially worse than 7 points, just depending on what you can. There's a lot of Dracula events at the discard pile, by the way.
I can see them, yeah. 9.
9 out of 20 supplies.
I would be tempted to night supply, but that's me. We know how that goes. JP Philly is asking how well an Ireland start typically works out.
That's a very good question. It's not something that is done very often. It's often something that is just, if you're playing against a newcomer, you just check Ireland just to make sure. But then again, Quincy did it to me in the league last year. I was saying he's going to do his Teen Wolf strategy that he didn't. He did Ireland. Ireland start can be pretty good because it's, when you've got Van Helsing located in London, it's actually very hard to get to Ireland quickly enough, especially if there's no newspaper. So it's very slow to get there, and if you place encounters in a certain way, it's very likely it will mature. And the disadvantage is obviously having to take 2 damage for it, but if you're guaranteeing, a 7-point mature or hoax and then a vampire after, that could be worth it. It all depends on your perspective. The issue with this is if he's going from Ireland and then in the mainland, the hunters are not going to be too stressed out by going. They don't have to overcommit to deal with Ireland. They could just all stay on the mainland. He might have actually gone over into the, into Britannica, into England, gone Ireland, Irish Sea, and his wolf form might be like a fake wolf form to do stuff, or maybe he may have gone to Manchester, then go back onto the Irish Sea coast, and then when Van Helsing moves, he can move into London maybe. Who knows? Until we find out what the first encounter is, we don't really know what he's up to.
Yeah, I'm curious. Interesting start, though. I mean, didn't you commentate with Mettking, or did you just talk to him in general about?
No, yeah. We commentated together in the match last night. Yeah, and his friend was playing as Dracula. Yeah. Yeah, this is very interesting, and we don't know if Humperdink has a newspaper here. Even if if it is Ireland, and even he has the newspaper, Van Helsing can't get to it in time without excellent weather at the very least. He might even need renewed vigor and say, do you want to use those things? Yeah, he's got a newspaper.
Alright, let's see.
Okay. Just going to answer all of our questions now, if it is actually Ireland or not.
That's Bari.
Oh, it is Southern Italy. Very good. Right, so whoever was saying Southern Italy, if it was you or people in the chat, then well done. That's
I'll take credit for it.
but that's not an Adriatic wolf form. That's a Tyrrhenian wolf form.
Yep.
So he isn't in the east then. He has wolf form from Tyrrhenian. I don't know how I feel about Tyrrhenian wolf forms. He might. Oh, he's wolf forming really close to where the hunters can get him. I suppose he's hoping that the hunters get distracted by Bari trying to stop it, and it allows him a passage to get through.
Right, and for the record, the newspaper report doesn't flip the hide; it just flips Bari. But if there's a hide attached, hide would get flipped too. So he has to be Tyrrhenian, correct? So that has to be Tyrrhenian.
Yeah, he went from Bari to either Naples or Rome, then Tyrrhenian, then he's a wolf form somewhere.
So he could be in Central Europe right now then, like 37, 30, or 60-ish or so. But you're right, that's dangerous.
Yeah, you could be in 37 now, you could be in 57, you could be in 36, which isn't many locations, really. He hasn't got that far.
I mean, could he have wolf formed onto Cagliari and then hid, just to be sneaky?
He might have done. It's not impossible. I wouldn't recommend it, because he's going to have to leave then.
Right.
I guess he could feed and then leave, and then go into Spain. He's hoping to split up the hunters.
Maybe he'll try to scan with Mina tonight. That might be an idea of what he's doing if he has a yellow too. And check Italy out to see if he's there.
Yeah, the problem with that is it doesn't tell you if he's actually in Cagliari or not, because Cagliari counts as Italia. So you don't actually gain that much information, apart from then you wouldn't know. I mean, Seward just moved to Marseille right now, just to find that out. And if he's not there, then you know he has to be in Italia somewhere. I would actually move Mina to Munich. Okay, he's not in Marseille, because you want to stop him from getting into Munich and then going wherever he wants. You want to block that off.
Yeah, I think Cagliari is a good option. I know it's probably stupid to do, because of the potential repercussions of having to leave. But we'll see. I mean, again, you said you can't place a rumor on it if he goes to sea, right?
Correct.
What if he were to feed, and then could he place a rumor then leave next week?
Let me see if I remember the rules. I don't think you can. I think it's only when you place an actual city location or hide are you allowed to play a rumor token.
Okay.
So maybe somebody in the chat can find out or correct me, but I think that's the rule. You actually have to play in a location. If he's saving his rumor tokens till later, that's fine. That's a legitimate strategy. Yeah, that's the right move from Humperdink. Yeah.
Pizza Wizard likes the strategy of Dracula. He says in order to get the closest people to the encounters, you need to move away from where you think Dracula might be going.
Yeah, so maybe a Cagliari move isn't such a bad idea here, because someone's going to have to commit to deal with Cagliari. He's going to have to just sack off Bari now. Bari's maturing, whatever happens, unless he has a sense of emergency we don't know about.
Which Godalming might have. With his 2 encounter cards, is that what he has? 2? Or, yeah.
Yeah, he has 2 events, yeah. Yeah, this is very interesting. I've never seen this before. I've seen what they were talking about in the review in the chat about southern Italy, then going across into the east. This I've never seen before. This is very interesting.
Humperdink, newer player, correct? Or is
Yeah,
he? Okay.
both newer players.
Yeah, Mettking helped me out with setting the audio level of my stream in the past. So
Yeah,
shout
he
out to
was
him.
telling me.
Yeah, he had me read the first chapter of Dracula to check it. I deleted that
That's
stream.
why.
Yep.
That's why he was quoting stuff to me last night, right?
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. For people in the chat, this is a heads up just in case you missed it before. Mettking has his own channel, so do give him a little subscribe and a like on his videos.
Right, but if you go over there and watch him right now, just don't tell us where Dracula is, because we want to, not know that stuff. So.
Oh, he's not doing live stream. I don't think it's a live stream. I think.
Oh, okay.
No, I should schedule recording. I think.
Gotcha.
Like last night.
Okay, fair enough.
I think you have the live streams just locked down, Strider. You have the complete monopoly on that.
Well, it's fun because then we have people talking in the chat. JB Belly says, I never see a Bari start. I guess because of the meta that I'm so often checked with scouts. Might we see a shift back to using it if people have gotten used to Drac not being there? Oh, there's the feed. Yep. I talked about that. So that could be Cagliari.
Yep. Yeah, that does scream Cagliari. I like a Bari start because it's with my setup, it's very, very hard to get to it in time. It's very difficult. You need an excellent weather to get into there in time. Because Dracula can do stuff. If you try to go down through the actual land way to get there, it's just too easy that Dracula will put things to annoy you and just bat you away or whatever. Bari's, I normally check Bari because it's just a horrible location to deal with.
Let's see if it's an excellent weather.
Yeah, but then if it is Cagliari, does he really want to still jump onto him?
Well, maybe
we can't escape his bat from Cagliari. Yeah. He can't escape his bat. Oh, interesting. Okay, I wonder how he's going to use this then.
Alright, we'll see.
That's very interesting. Or is he going to use it to stop the Bari mature?
He might be doing that. That makes sense. If you use a fast horse into a road walk. Here we go. Let's see if he gets a 2. Okay, good.
He does.
Yep.
Well, potentially not, because if Rome is something like a bat, he can trigger it now and he can't get to Bari.
Yeah, we'll see. Here we go. He didn't ambush him.
Oh. Okay, so it's probably not a delay encounter then, which is a bit of a shame, but that's... because a Saboteur would have been good there, or a Fog, or a Bat, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Vampire, as we were talking about before.
Wow. Do you like this play of Renewed Vigor, or do you think you should just let it mature?
It's going to be a slightly cop-out answer, but I think the answer to that would be it depends on what the encounter is. If he stopped a hoax, then that probably legitimizes his use of Renewed Vigor. I'd probably say not, but maybe yes. If it's a hoax mature, then I'd probably say yes. If it was a vampire, I'm gonna say. Oh, actually, vampire mature would be pretty bad because he could then move.
Get his wolf form
he could
back.
move off,
yeah.
And he'd be able to move off Cagliari.
In either direction.
Yeah, yeah. He could also be in Venice right now, and he's potentially moving to Adriatic, but. Yeah, I would have held the Renewed Vigor, but that's just me, you know. I mean, you know me. I just don't like early use of Renewed Vigor.
Yep.
But that's okay. People are going to use them in different ways, and that's, you know, it'd be all very boring if we all played the same way.
Pizza Wizard saying maybe he'll use tickets with his Renewed Vigor, or we'll tick it up, which is a reference to last night, but.
Well, that's what seemingly was happening anyway.
Yeah.
The thing is, if this is a hoax, and Kodami gets delayed, he can't stop Rome from maturing then. You'll have to commit another hunter over, unless Mina moves into Venice, potentially, now.
Does she have a fast... She has Holy Bullet showing.
Yeah. Which makes me think she doesn't have horses, but we don't know. She only moved over to Munich, so we don't actually know. Anything new in the discard pile that we should know about? No, not really. Dogs, all pretty standard stuff.
Man, there's so many Dracula discards though.
Yeah, it's pretty absolutely crazy.
Well, 3
Yeah.
pistols are gone. That's a lot.
Oh, so that confirms it. He's in Cagliari then.
Alright.
The disadvantage from this is obviously if nothing matures, then he can't wolf form from Mediterranean. But if he's dragging the hunters over to deal with these couple of encounters, maybe he doesn't need the wolf form. He might be able to take on Van Helsing on his own. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, so what's an aristocratic? Okay. And he prevents the delay.
Yeah, that's true. But then obviously if there's another vampire behind it, dealing with that's going to be very problematic. Maybe it was. Yeah, maybe it was worth the renewed vigor. Time will tell.
Wonder if Dracula will dark call.
The fact that he just got himself back up to 15, I doubt it. The fact that Rufus Smith is in play.
Yeah, I agree.
He could also be really sneaky here and just move 3C spaces to the UK. To Ireland. Taking so much damage from Rufus Smith just doesn't seem worth it. Maybe just chance it and just try and get into Iberia and try and just take out Van Helsing on your own, maybe. That's a difficult one.
Are you able to
Someone's gonna...
Go ahead, Scotsword.
I was gonna say, if Gadami gets delayed by this Rome encounter, then someone else is gonna have to do a Cagliari. So, don't know.
Yep. Thank you all for watching. People who are watching, I see 7 people in the stream, so thank you guys for being here. Feel free to chat in the live chat, and I'll read some of them out loud. Now you can read these too, Scotsword, if you want. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have it open on my phone, so that's how I'm seeing the live chat.
I literally just thought of it just now. I was like, oh, I should really look at this live chat as well.
Yeah.
If I pause the video, does the chat still update?
Well, I mean, it'll update. But I mean, on mine, I just have it going. The video is paused for me. Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Also, yeah. Really, he would get 4 points, but the trail would be entirely empty and his location known. Yeah, that I agree with Pizza Wizard. The fact he can then move either east or west is pretty good. Whereas now he has to move west now. As Dracula, if you're ever in a situation where the hunters don't know which direction you're going in by sea, that creates a lot of problems for them, because basically you're either having to get a hypnosis or renewed money trail or hypnosis, which is very unlikely. Or he has to get lucky with a local rumors or evil presence on a port. And there are just some games where you don't get that, and until he lands and potentially moves quite a few spaces and you get hired scouts or you do psychic scans, you could lose so much time.
He'll probably land in Spain coming up. But then we'll have to deal with Van Helsing.
Well, that could be okay. I don't know. We obviously have no idea if Van Helsing's got good stuff. We'd assume so, the fact he's been supplying for a week, but you never know. And even then, it might not even matter. Dracula might just be able to bully him enough.
Alright,
and either kill him or... Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm very interested now to see what he's put in Rome.
Not an ambush.
Nope.
Maybe a saboteur? Maybe a fog? But then if it's a fog, why wouldn't he delay? So...
Yeah, I agree. Yes, it's probably not a fog. Or maybe he misclicked. There is a possibility he might have misclicked, but yeah, I agree. If it was a fog, you should have ambushed. Trap Gadami, because he's already revealing one forewarned with Mina. The odds are he doesn't have the other one. So he's only a third of the way through the deck.
Alright, let's see where he's going. Probably towards Spain.
Yeah, Yeah, you're just gonna have to follow Dracula.
54 maybe? Yeah, okay.
I'll probably let Mina deal with Cagliari, or maybe potentially Godalming, depending on what the encounter is.
I'd send Godalming.
But remember, Godalming lost an event, non-event, he lost an item staking the vampire in Bari, so he's down an item.
True, and that could be a double vamp on Cagliari.
It could be double vamp, it could be something that has a delay effect, which will stop them from, if they get there the final day, they might not be able to search it at night. I would just send Mina as a precaution, unless you just want to just let it mature. But no, I'm more than sure he's put a vampire on Cagliari. Oh, he's supplying. Interesting.
Here we go. Let's see what it is. A mob. Let's take the damage, I think. It's only 2.
Yeah, the fact he lost an item already. Yeah.
Maybe that's why he didn't ambush with them.
If he'd ambush, he would have got more damage off on Godalming, but the fact that Rome's had an encounter on it, it threatened the possibility that it was 2 vampires in a row, and he might have sent Mina down to do it instead, which delays, is delaying the hunters a bit more. But I think he was right not to ambush. That's okay. Oh.
I'm kind of surprised Van Helsing didn't trade the 4 warned off Mina.
Peter was asking me, how much higher do you value supplying on large towns rather than small ones? I don't know how I can put a number on something like that. I would probably always recommend to new players to supply on big cities, just as a general rule, even if you're fairly well tooled up in terms of items, because if you've got lots of good items out, you're going to eventually find dud stuff at the bottom of the deck, which you're going to get out. So then when you do need to resupply later, you're going to get better stuff out, hopefully. Obviously, there are reasons why you don't want to do that if your hunter's in a strategic position, or if you know that the hunter might obtain an item like a fast horse, which they've already got a duplicate of, or maybe they'll have a duplicate, and you don't want them to have that, then you'll keep them in a small city to supply. Supplying as a rule is just great, but I think in this situation there's no advantage to keep being here in Venice, so I think he just should have moved it off Venice. But that's just pretty my opinion. But supplying is always good, because at the end of the day it's the events that are the turning, the thing that it's the events that really change how the game is played. And if you can just cycle through this event deck as fast as you can, you're going to end up just getting good stuff. So yeah, there is a value. I think if I was teaching new players, I'd just say big city supply, unless it's it's too far away. In a case like this, I wouldn't supply, because Mina's in a bad position. Well, not a bad position, but if we're having to do a Cagliari, Mina's no closer to dealing with it. Godalming's going to have to go, and Godalming might even be able to stop this now. He's going for it anyway, but I think he's going to get there too late, depending on what these encounters are.
Could theoretically Van Helsing trade with Mina for the 4 warned, and then trade it to Godalming before he lands?
No, because Godalming would have to land first, and he's at sea. Exactly.
So you can't trade when he's at sea? You can't just give it to him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Can't do like a little package to the ocean?
I wish.
Drop off? Yeah.
Okay, package drop. No, I wish you could, but it's not, and I think that's one reason why sea travel is very hard for hunters, even more so. You're having to constantly think about what you need to trade before you move, and just sometimes the turn order doesn't allow you to do that, and that's why cards like Speedy Telegraph, that's where they have their power, when they allow you to disrupt the order of the hunter characters
Ooh, just found him, Marseille.
to do a certain way, and that's very exciting.
And
Oh, it's not
And
damn.
he's not
It's not
defended
damn.
either. Yeah.
No. Oh, wow. Okay. This could turn the game quite violently towards the hunters now if he gets because he can get potentially 3 hunters into here. Oh no, does Mina have fast horses? Oh, we don't think she does. Oh, it might be a 2v1. But still, this could be pretty bad.
He doesn't have a heavenly host, or he's hiding it. The fact that he does. I'm surprised he didn't have a fog.
Same.
Or even a even a vampire or fighter to protect him.
If I don't know if Mina has a second event. Oh, she doesn't. So it's not like she can try to carriage her way in. So this might literally just be a 2v1. But still, we know how 2v1s can go. That can be enough to finish off a Dracula, or put him in such a disadvantaged position. So then we're gonna find out how good Mettking's and Humperdink's combat's gonna be.
Yeah, Mina can't get there.
No.
I put her on 37.
Oh, that's interesting. Yes, I agree as well, because I was contemplating maybe putting him 38, because if Dracula escapes his bat, it blocks that possibility. Well, it doesn't block it, but because he can move on to this. I think he can move on to a hunter space from escape his bat, but it would block off that from the east. Now, what could happen is if he manages to escape his bat, goes to Munich, he knows that Mina hasn't got horses to chase. I think it seems like only Seward does.
Yep. Have you read the chat, Scotsword, that they're doing back and forth?
I haven't. What's the crack? What are they saying?
Oh, the Mettking and Humperdink going at it. It's fun.
Oh right, yeah, I saw the in-game chat. Yeah.
Van Helsing stocked up 6 combat cards. This could be interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if as Dracula you try fanging on the first turn, or will they do 2 punches to start?
Possibly. Also depends on just the draw that Dracula gets. Like, you could be really limited to what you can do. Even if Dracula gets out of this, I can just see him taking so much damage. This is gonna... This could be a quick game. For our sake, I hope it isn't, because we kind of need a nice epic one. But, well, you had an epic one last night, to be fair. But, we'll have to see. It also depends, like, we're saying that Van Helsing's stacked, but this could be 2 Garlics, and something else for all we know.
Yeah.
Potential holy bullets here from Seward. I think there's maybe 1 in the discard pile. I mean, Mina's holding the other one. I can't remember how many.
There's 2. There's 2 out. Pizza Wizard was keeping track before.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
There's 2 out there.
Right. Okay, so it is possible then. Oh.
Claws, maybe?
Fanging.
Ooh.
Oh, well played. Well, that makes it much easier for Dracula. Did Van Helsing not reveal that for the for the discard pile?
He did not.
Well, fair play. Humperdink played that properly. He hid the Heavenly Host. I guess as soon as you see that how many combat items Van Helsing has, you just had to go for it. I mean, fair enough. That's good play by both of them, to hide the Heavenly Host and then to actually think, oh, maybe he does have Heavenly Host, let's play Fangs anyway.
Let's see if it doubles it. No, another Heavenly Host here? No, just a punch?
No, wow, that's such a great result for Dracula. I know you're biting Van Helsing, that's somewhat inconsequential, but he can now actually... He could bully Seward so badly here if he has the right cards.
Yeah, that bites, you could say.
Yeah.
So he can escape round 3, right? So he has to stick around 1 more combat.
Yeah.
1 more round.
I was him, I'd try and bully Seward as long as it was possible, and then escape his bat.
Maybe claw here.
What? Potentially, I'm wondering if Seward has a rifle.
Ah, that's a bite.
Wow.
So Dracula at full HP right now, but he's
He didn't.
right.
He's in place. Yeah.
He didn't get to escape his bat though,
No.
and he can't wolf form away. So there'll be another combat tomorrow.
Potentially.
Right.
Depends on where he moves. Hunters will have to. There's 5 locations he can pick here. So hunters have to get it right in the first place.
Right. Also, Dracula got a bunch of event cards from the desecrated soil. He just got 6, so he might. Have
Yeah,
a nice
you're right.
event. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. He discarded quite a lot of them, but it doesn't matter. His encounter hand is now stacked with good encounters. He is now quite in control of this. He can slow down the hunters quite a lot here.
And we still have Cagliari to see tomorrow.
Absolutely, and again, depending on what counts he's put, it's very likely he's going to mature. Wow. So never mind all my chat about, oh, this could be really bad for Dracula. That went
As well as it could have gone. Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the escaper's bat, but then and then Marseille's still on the trail, and that's him potentially getting 3 health back. So if he does take damage in a later fight, he's got that 3 health, you know, lying around, ready to mature. If the hunters pick right here and they get his location first time, it could end up being a 3v1. But they could easily miss it or land on it with Mina at the end, and then that is in a really good position for Dracula.
I'll be back in 1 second. You can keep talking.
Sure. Well, I was going to say, people in the chat, if you were Dracula here, what spot would you go to? 37, 60, 24, 15, or 54? Get your votes in the... I'll vote as well. I'd probably go 24. Oh, never mind. He's playing Renewed Vigor. Oh, well, if he catches him now, he's in a good position. If he doesn't catch him now, then this is, this looking potentially... Oh, that's actually also really good for him, because depending on how these encounters are in Cagliari, he might be able to search in the day. Ooh, yeah, get your votes in. I think there's a delay in the stream, but yeah, if you hear me, then...
Yeah, there is a delay. It's a slight delay. It happens in all the live streams.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm surprised that Van Helsing... I would consider having Godalming land and then see if he could join the search party, but I understand the desire to get rid of the Cagliari mature.
Yeah, I think I agree with you there, but does he have horses? He does have horses, but...
Godalming does have horses, so he could land and then
Just
do a horse.
Yeah, that's the thing, because of the Renewed Vigor play.
Right.
Yeah, that's interesting. So I took 24, and there's a couple of people in the chat saying 24 as well.
So wolves.
So he has a rifle. If this is a vampire, he's not killing it. Yeah, I completely agree with you, JB Philly. There's no vampire, but still, he's distracted Godalming. Mettking, his recording crashed. Yeah, I agree with JP Philly. The fact that 24 is tempting because of those reasons, not on rail line. It is on a rail line, but it's a bit of an awkward rail line. It makes it more tempting to check. That's a shame. Oh, Mettking's recording isn't going to go through. Oh well. Oh, he checks 24 first, but he's not there. Maybe 37's the best move here, because then he can actually get to Vena's next turn. But the fact he's got Renewed Vigor, he can just check all of these locations.
54 maybe? Because it's furthest away from Mina.
Yeah, and the fact she doesn't have horses. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Oh, nope. 15.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah.
And do you think Van Helsing wants to fight again?
I wouldn't say so. He's only got a holy circle, and then potentially one other aggressive combat item, and that's not really worth the fight, to be honest. But he can start the escape as bat. No, I would be renewed vigoring here. Well, it's tricky. You need to find him, but at the same time, if you end up in a bad combat with him.
Van Helsing has a Holy Circle and Chartered Carriage, because he's revealed because of the bite.
Yeah. Obviously, JB Philly's writing. Oh!
Zurich.
Oh, wow. Local rumors. So he actually just went to 60. Just the obvious play is going to 60, because 60 is such a good location. Yeah, but I completely agree with JB Philly. There's so many options there. Spain's attractive because of his high health. Geneva's good because it's that kind of awkward one to get to. But then I think Zurich's really nice too because you can get to 41, which is extending how far north up the board you are. So there's a potential North Sea escape in the works here. He only has to survive one more day, then he gets his wolf form back. So he can easily wolf form to Hamburg, then instantly leave. And then suddenly the hunters are stuck in a situation where they've got no renewed vigors and they're going to have to deal with a UK play. And that's terrible. And the good thing is now the one who's got fast horses, aka Seward, is now furthest away from Dracula. So this has just worked out perfectly for Dracula.
And Godalming has got fast horses too, but he's on the Mediterranean tour in Cagliari.
Yeah, a smidge occupied. So he's not going to be relevant for a while. I mean, good local rumours, but he ruled out all the other locations, so there wasn't much else.
Yep, that makes sense. Heal.
Yeah. So we're talking about it before, like saying like Van Helsing stacked, and he was stacked. He had, 3 combat-related cards, but one of them's Holy Circle, which is decent in the sense because he could stop Dracula from escaping as bat. The fact they lost the Heavenly Host, I'm not sure what that boo was for.
It's for the fact that Mettking didn't have the space to crash.
Oh, he's actually just literally reacting to that.
Yep.
Okay. That's a shame, so I would have loved to see Mettking's perspective here. Just because of all of this. And this is very tense stuff here. I find center of the board plays cause a lot more sort of tension because there's just so many plays the Huns could check and you're not quite sure where they are going to check.
Yep. And you got a country. Go ahead.
I was going to say he got away with it. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, and Godalming's stuck in Cagliari for at least, unless he has excellent weather, which we know he probably doesn't because he didn't supply. Or he would have used it earlier to get to Cagliari quicker, I think, if he had an excellent weather.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Right. So, I mean, we can face facts here, like, who's in the driving seat?
Dracula.
Yes and no. I think the fact that he hasn't, his encounter trail is still very short.
True.
He hasn't got any points yet. It's not as bad for the hunters as you think, but then the fact they've lost. Okay, they've used. I would only use the word lost. That's they've used both renewed vigors. Their movement is very restricted because Dalming with fast horses is not on the main land. Seward's far away from this. There is a chartered carriage I spied on Van Helsing, which could potentially come in useful here. To potentially try and get ahead of Dracula and block him off. Yeah, and like number 30, for example. He's got his wolf form back after this move. So if he can just get to somewhere like Nuremberg, for example, or Strasbourg, survive this day, he can then just wolf form wherever he wants. And then that kind of causes a lot of headaches.
Is
Especially if he starts bringing out rumor tokens as well. On you
is Strasbourg the best Wolfram location on the map, or is
go.
Nuremberg?
Depends on what it is you want to do. Strasbourg has the most connections, so if you're trying to obfuscate, then yes. I'd argue that places like Nuremberg or even Munich are better because you can get into you can cross that east-west corridor, and we know that the east is really awkward if you don't have horses. And the fact that we've got one horse stuck on Cagliari, that causes more issues. The problem with this is Gaddafi could swing round to the Ionian to intercept if Dracula's going east, but he's weak. He won't be supplying, and he won't be able to heal as he's traveling. So he's going to, arrive in a weakened position, and Dracula knows exactly what item he has. I don't know what Metking's thinking here. It all depends on what he wants to do. There's a lot of different options. He might even wolf form immediately. He might hold it for when maybe the hunters close in, he wants to get away from them. Or he might do it now to cause, as much panic within the hunters as possible. And the fact that he's wolf forming from a place like Munich or, Strasbourg or Nuremberg. And he could be basically anywhere, and it's going to take a lot of coordination of getting Mina and Van Helsing set up to psychic scan. Or whoever. It doesn't have to be Van Helsing, just, it's going to take a lot of coordination on their part.
Yeah, I'd probably argue. Good.
Yeah, horse economy looks decent, so that's working in his favor. There is also the possibility here that he might have been sneaking. He's backtracked to Geneva.
Ooh, okay. He's got a holy circle though.
Yeah, he's got a holy circle. I guess maybe he wants to try and burn the holy circle from Van Helsing, which I understand. I don't know, does Van Helsing have a stake? Oh, he might have a stake now. So yeah, ambushing is probably not a bad idea. Well, that's an hour of the match already. We're only about halfway through, so I hope everybody in the chat is ready for a long one. This is going to potentially be an epic 2-hour one by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock where I am too. Sun is still out over here.
It's already 2 minutes into the 7th of September where I am, so yeah. Typical, I said, I'm never recording a game at 11 PM my time ever again, and then look at it, I'm doing it the very next day. It's fine, it got delayed. It was supposed to be at 10, but that's okay, things happen. Is he just going to Holy Circle out? Oh, fair enough, he didn't even burn the Holy Circle.
I'm surprised.
Oh, no Philly. Ah, damn, okay. Well, check back on the video later, you'll be able to watch the rest of it. It'll still be in the live section of Strider's channel.
Yep.
That's what I did last night. I fell asleep listening to the Pirate Joe Pizza Wizard match.
Yeah, it helps my retention. Alright, what's Mina doing? Just chilling?
She hasn't got a lot of movement, which is a bit of an issue.
Maybe go to 38 to check it. Is that attached to 60? Let me look.
Oh, she has a Holy Circle. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If she's got a Holy Circle as well, I would just totally move up to Munich here. Okay, didn't find him. But I think that was a really important check.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
Yeah.
So have we covered all the games so far and all the tournament? Has any game been unrecorded?
Yeah, a couple. Just okay. Timing didn't work out. Pizza Wizard played Ariel B, or Ariel LB. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name.
Okay.
That didn't get recorded. That might be the only one, I think. I'll have to go back and have a look. We're recording a good few of them.
They're doing a good job this season to do that. There's a stake.
He did have a stake. So he's right to ambush, but it just didn't work out. But that's a new stake. He didn't have that before. He must have got that with his, his latest supply.
Or the trade.
Or potentially the trade.
Yep.
If there was a trade.
There was being traded with Van Helsing.
Okay. Oh, he might have had 2 holy circles then. Maybe that's where Mina got that holy circle from then. He might have had 2 of them. Interesting. Yeah, just trying to do the best I can because I know as soon as October hits, my time is a lot more restricted because I get back much. I mean, if it's a time like this sort of time, like 10 o'clock at night, I can still stream.
Yep.
I can do weekend, but if it's like, anything during the day, during the week, it's just an utter impossibility. Even if it's like 8 p.m. at night, I'm like, nah, can't do it. I'm not sure about that one.
A misdirect. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he thought he was able to misdirect his... he misclicked. No. Well, it's not the end of the world because the location had been cleared. It's not like he got rid of an encounter, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, you just gotta be careful with how you use misdirect.
Yeah, it's too bad. Because now you can't use it as a layer either to pop stuff in.
No, but to be fair, with those desecrated soil triggers, he got a lot of his dud stuff out of his hand anyway.
Yep. See if he wolf forms.
So...
Yeah, he does. Okay.
He does. Okay. I bet he wanted to wolf form and then misdirect his location, but you can't do that. You have to misdirect at the beginning of your turn. Right, that's probably what was happening there. Okay, so now we play the game. Where's he wolf form to? And where's he wolf form from? That we'll probably find out pretty soon.
Yep. We'll do a Strasbourg check, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then if it's not Strasbourg, it's probably Nuremberg. It could also be Geneva, by the way. We got to respect the possibility he might backtrack.
Right, and then be wolf forming into Spain right now, but you got Godalming right in his ass, if you look at it. Yep.
Oh, and because Godalming's landed, that's another desecrated soil.
Yep. Another way to get rid of these dud cards if he has any.
Yeah.
Well, how many cards does Drac have right now? Does he have a full hand?
He got down to 5, yeah, so he's going to potentially have up to 8 now. Depends on what he discards. So he doesn't really need the layers, he's just getting so much value out of this desecrated soil. It's pretty good for him. Yeah, we know that. Yeah, if he did, the problem is Geneva's not the best wolf form location, unfortunately. You can only get as far as 54 or 39, or even 8. Oh, wolf form to 8 isn't too. That's on a rail line though.
It could be a 39. Could be an 854.
Oh, but 8's still pretty good because he can then skirt around the South Atlantic port cities, and it's going to take a long time for them to psychic scan it. So unless someone actually, literally checks Bordeaux, they won't know he's there.
Right back.
That's okay. No worries. The live chat is stopped. Not stopped, but it's just there's not been as much chat lately. Hope everyone's still enjoying it. Oh, that's the first slow horse we've seen. Oh, he didn't backtrack to 24. I mean, that's pretty good for Humperdink to check it.
Alright, I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Well, it looks like it's Nuremberg. They check Geneva and Strasbourg. Oh, it's another vampire.
Well, Holy Circle.
Uh,
So that means
yeah,
he
it's going to be a holy
probably
circle.
went east then.
Yeah, unless he was doing the play I was maybe thinking of going into northern Germany. And then just going straight to the UK. I think going east is better, just because there's seemingly a lack of movement, because, you know, the two Huns with the horses are furthest west now. I think he has enough time to go east. Okay, nice fang attack.
Ooh.
Oh, he's got a point, so that's good for Dracula.
I'm
That
surprised.
point is.
I'm just shocked he didn't Holy Circle.
Yeah, no, I agree. But maybe he's holding that for a night fight, if he had to be in a night fight. If this was a night or not night but a night surge, then you probably just Holy Circle out of this. It's a day fight. It's still good for Dracula, because that means Mina's taking damage, so she's less of a threat if she follows Drac. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he's probably gone east here. I think he can outrun the hunters until he gets to the Ionian coast.
Right, and there's no more renewed vigors left. So
No. That's all gone.
and you have one heavenly host gone. So it makes consecrated soil weaker if he has it. Consecrated ground, sorry.
Yeah, it definitely would. Don't know if the hunters have it or not, but yeah, that would make it weaker. But still could be potentially awkward if it gets placed in like Sarajevo or something.
Maybe play a knife here as Mina if she has it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna, if you're committing to killing the vampire, might as well do it.
It's worth a go. It's definitely worth a shot. But Dracula might just play defensive here. Yeah, he's playing strength. No, play dodge.
Alright, I was just thinking out loud.
No, I think I would do it. If I had a knife with me, I would just go for it. Because you'd hate to lose an opportunity to knife him. If he'd played another Fangs or something. But no, they dodge. But still good by the vampire to play strength.
Maybe here. Does she have a combat item? She has 4 cards, right?
Oh. Yeah, so that means that's a Holy Circle plus something else.
Gotcha.
But we don't know what the other thing is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 4 plus the dodge.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, the interface is a bit weird.
It's okay, I'm still learning the combat cards.
Nah. Oh, there's the fangs. Oh. Oh no, she's got a pistol. Has she still got the holy bullets? Because she had them, but then it was Holy Circle. Has she still got holy bullets? Do they get switched around? Oh, she doesn't.
Yep.
Well, that's great for Dracula. He's got 2 points out of this vampire, and it's not going to die unless something, you know, he is reckless with it. He can just keep the vampire alive, and they're going to have to force another hunter to come and deal with it, or Mina again.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's going to escape here. For sure. Do it. And she can't stop him.
Nope. I mean, if the vampire wanted to, he could play, if he has a strength, play strength, and then escape next turn. Because with a pistol, it doesn't stop any escape. So yeah, he's free to escape. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Well, that actually worked out well for him.
Right now, definitely play a strength if you got it. Go dig for it.
Absolutely. Just play the free strength, and then
Mina's down to 3 health. Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, and then depending on what Mina plays this round, Mina should play escape this round. But if weapon is played,
play Holy Circle. Get out of there. That's what I would do.
Oh, that's actually true. I forgot about the Holy Circle. Yeah, just play Holy Circle.
Get out of there.
She's going to be down to 1 health potentially from this. It's not worth it at all.
No. 1000% Holy Circle here, because you can't cancel that card. But this is such a waste of a combat. Great for Dracula. Not good for the hunters here.
No, it's absolutely great for Dracula.
There's strength. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Holy
Yep.
Circle. Yep.
Very, very good. Yeah, that's well played by both of them.
Should probably reveal the rifle.
Oh, it's the only thing that he's got left, I think.
Or pistol, yeah.
Oh yeah, pistol, not rifle. Yeah. Oh no, he's got something else.
Probably Holy Circle. Probably a. Well, it can't be a
No, it's a
Heavenly
non-
Host. A dog?
It's a
maybe?
non. Dog or steak? There's nothing else it could be.
But if it was a
There was
steak,
no-
if it's a steak, why fight?
To save the steak?
Brutal.
I do it. I play a couple rounds of combat to see if I can kill it. Because there's no better result than kill a vampire and you saved your steak. It's harder with a pistol. If you had, as you said, the punch and knife combo, give it a go. If it doesn't work, just escape and then steak. With pistol, it's harder. Because you have to do punch, pistol, punch, or pistol twice.
I shouldn't click these things on the right, or it'll mess it up. On my screen, I can see all the hunter actions on the right.
Go to a hunter portrait and then go back to the character, and it'll go away. Yeah, don't click it under any circumstances.
Yeah, I know. I figured. Humperdink is BRBing, so he'll be back. Yeah, but I think Dracula is off in the east. My guess, 50. Let me see. 59, maybe.
Yeah.
But he could also be going west to mess with the hunters, but I don't know. It could be 9. Well, that's on a rail line, which is dangerous.
Could be 9.
Yeah.
Could be 27. 7, 16. What do the people in the chat think?
I don't know. The chat's been dead for a while. I think JP Philly left and everyone stopped talking. It says there's 5 people here. I think that's me and you, Scotsword, then 3 others. We'll see. If people will chat, they'll chat.
The only thing with this, I hope the players are not taking advantage and are watching.
No, there's no way. No one would ever do that. If they did, it's sad, but I don't think they would. I always live stream my tournament games too, for either this or War of the Ring when I play. Alright, here we go. I wonder when it's night supply time for the hunters. 2, 6, 11 cards. So there's 14 more Drac events, right? Does Drac have a total of 25 in the deck?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Yeah. 14 out of 49. Well, 14 out of the bottom 48.
Yep.
So yeah, he could night supply if he wants to. But
never works.
No.
Unless it's one of your custom games that you play, where you had the best night supplies. What was it, your challenge deck?
Oh, yeah. Can't wait to do more of them.
Yep.
They're great fun to record.
Because I think you got a consecrated ground from the bottom of the deck when you were playing against, I think it was Spencer, I don't even remember. It's a while ago.
I don't remember, I recorded them at Christmas time last year. Yeah, everyone's just focusing on the game, that's perfectly understandable.
Alright, let's see what's going on. So what did Van Helsing do? Did he trade? I missed it. Or did he rest?
He traded, I think. I was looking at the chat, yeah, I think he traded.
Okay.
Mina rested, which is completely understandable. Problem is, she's in. Unless she had. Surely she would have staked the vampire. Oh. Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, no worries, Pizza Wizard. Oh, that's why he put B. Okay. Right, this is very fascinating because there are two places he could be in. Which makes Nuremberg a very interesting Wolfform location.
He could be right. Could be Adriatic, and he could be North Sea right now.
Uh huh.
Could he be English Channel too? Is that possible? I don't think so.
No, he's one space away, so no, you can't do that.
Okay.
But the problem is those are opposite sides of the board. And the hunters can't, apart from Mina railing up to Hamburg, there's no easy way to check these locations right now based upon... Well, Kadami could get to Venice. But if he goes Adriatic and he lands in Valona, they're going to have a real problem trying to get him. Same if he gets across to the UK, they're going to struggle to get with him too.
I think someone has to check 57. Maybe Mina. Alright, let's see where she goes.
This is a good downming. Yeah, he's going to 57.
Yeah,
he has to.
That's to rule it out. Nope. Okay, so North Sea it is.
Huh. See, the thing is, this Discord sword is about to mature, so this is a pretty good time to be going to sea. The wolf form and sea movement is going to get cancelled out by this Discord sword mature.
Wonder why she's using a. Is she going to?
This is Seward. He is going to Le Havre, I reckon.
29.
It's just the animations go through.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
he has to preempt and move to the UK here and try and respond to it. As you said, if there's consecrated ground somewhere, this could work out really well for them. If there's not, this is potentially problematic.
But they don't have. They only have 2 heavenly hosts maximum.
Yeah, that's right. So they can't kill him, but they could box him in a really awkward way.
Yep.
They've still got his vampire.
Right, and Wolfform will be gone when he lands, if he lands.
Oh, Mina has horses. How did I miss that? Well, this got traded, so there's no stake.
So there's.
So how are they going to deal? So how are they going to deal with? They're not going to deal with Nuremberg then. Oh, this is going to be. This is interesting.
Maybe Godalming's going to take care of Nuremberg.
He doesn't have a stake either, I don't think. No, he only has the rifle.
But he'll probably go and fight it because he's so out of place as it is. Then you send these 3 hunters after Drac, but I don't know much.
The vampire's only on 2 health. So he might be able to kill it with a rifle.
And Dracula will get his health back from desecrated soil.
Yeah.
That will mature.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely going to mature. He's still got to make 2 moves before it matures. So if he's going to UK, he's going to have to land and then also move another space.
Yeah.
Listen, the advantage here is he has no renewed vigors, so the only real supplies plays he can go with here is a consecrated ground or excellent weather. And even if there's an excellent weather, there's only likely to be 1 of them, not 2 of them.
No, Pizza Wizard, they didn't use holy bullets when they were gone. Sorry. Go ahead, Scotsword.
Oh no, there's nothing else. No. Of course, yeah. Pizza Wizard asking the very important questions. I should actually check the discard pile. We have 1, 2 holy bullets. I think Van Helsing has the one. I think there's a trade. I think he might have them. Because Mina has pistol, fast horse. Van Helsing has holy circle plus something else. Okay, there's some trades going around, so this could be an excellent weather. But who knows? Anything else? 2 stakes in the discard pile. And that 1 heavenly host that we saw the bite from. Yeah, this is definitely Sort of a tense tactical game, this one.
And Mettking still has all of his rumor tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So he could just rumor it up in the last week.
Yeah.
But he can't place a rumor token on Nuremberg, right? That's too late.
It's too late, but what he could do here is land in Edinburgh, for example, rumor token, Manchester, rumor token, and then if the timing works out, then Liverpool, rumor token. He could literally have 3 in a row.
Ugh.
To force.
Alright, so
Oh, no, he's
again. Probably North Atlantic, you think? English Channel will be too dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know about how I feel about that. Maybe he's just scared of CG, but who says the hunters have it? Well, it's not too bad, because he's going to get 3 health back.
I would run the hunters to Spain now. Let's see if Godalming takes care of the Reckless or not.
Looks like he's going to.
He might, or he could be running to Spain. Oh. Alright, we're going.
Right, I wouldn't ambush here. Oh, okay, never mind. I think you need to try and bait him into night fights, or just delay this as long as you can. Godalming might not be able to kill this if Reckless just gets 2 strengths and then a fangs and then escape. Then that's it. He won't be able to stop it today. But then there's another day, then another day, then another day. He's got quite a lot of time to deal with this. But it's just he knows what the combat item is that he's got, which just makes this so difficult to deal with, even though it's on 2 health.
It's as if Dracula draws the strength and not a bunch of crap cards, which I've done before. Yep.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. If you have a fangs, just go for the fangs. Just get points on the board. Oh, there's a strength. Oh, good play by Humperdink to bait out the strength. Ah.
But now the Reckless can fang.
He could, yep.
And not be stopped.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Trade a point for 2 damage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're back to square one again.
Exactly, yeah, and Godalming's just down 2 health and he's got an extra point, yeah.
But you gotta go for it. I think you go for the pistol here. Or go with the gun. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, you try and keep the vampire. Keep the vampire on 2 health. If the vampire gets up to 3, it's just gonna be very hard.
Let's see if he has the fangs or not. He doesn't.
Oh.
Yep, there we go.
Dead.
Probably unlucky hand.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. That vampire stayed alive. That I think it would have died eventually, just with the sheer relentless pressure of the hunters. But that would have slowed them down a lot.
Right, and this gives Godalming a turn to heal too. This evening, as opposed to searching for a night fight.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then he's so close to Munich to supply up, and then he can be on his way again.
Humperdink says no fangs. Yeah, clearly no. I mean, that's...
No.
Sure he had a fine hand.
Mettking has to pick a card. I don't know if he's realised that. On his first encounter. Fair enough. That can happen. But still, he got 2 points out of it. Which is, decent going. Why is it saying game?
Oh, is it glitched?
You might need... He might pick too quickly to leave and rejoin. Don't pick so fast.
Okay.
Yeah, but Pizza Wizard was saying that he doesn't have fangs.
Okay. Pizza Wizard saying a lot in chat, by the way.
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, I was looking at it. Yeah, but the problem is if he doesn't have fangs, then there's not much you can do about that. And if he didn't have the second, I guess if you have a mesmerize, play mesmerize, because if it's punch, it's only 1 damage. But maybe he didn't have mesmerize either. Maybe he just had 3 escapes and 2 plottings, so there's just nothing you can do about that.
Right.
And you know that can easily happen. Yeah, it's a shame because this vampire could have just been a utter pain in the neck for the Huns to deal with. They've clearly got no stake. So they might have had to let it mature. Oh dear. To repick. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay, good. I was worried the game was going to be a wash.
Yeah, same.
I was like, uh-oh.
I know we're good.
Because you had a game like that, Scotsword, this past tournament, right? Where you had to replay a game because of a bug when you got far into it.
Oh yeah, that was a combat bug. Yeah, it was a reckless thing. Yeah. It's a real shame when that happens. I had some in the other tournament as well with Warcraft. I played 2 games in a row of Warcraft, and both times the game died because of a glitch. Yeah. But the second one, we're like, yeah, you're clearly going to win Warcraft. Just take the points. It's fine.
Do you move Seward here? I think you'd supply, right? Just to see if you can draw like a local rumors. Or,
yeah, I think because you don't know where he is, supply is just the game here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get it. Then I would move Van Helsing maybe to 8.
If he can get there, I don't know if he's gonna have to, because he's trying to prove his horse economy, right? So the chance of him having a 3 white ticket is very unlikely. Yeah, they're gonna. Wow.
He does have a chartered carriage, though.
Yeah, I don't know if kind of want that for jumping onto Drac.
Right.
I just supply. He's down an item. He's down an event. Just supply, I'd say. I don't know what they're gonna do about Hamburg. If Mina's in a position to check it or not.
I'm guessing he's thinking Mettking, maybe? What to do with Van... Okay, here we go.
Well yeah, there's Humperdink controlling.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
Always the way. I mean, there are 4 of them in the deck, to be fair. That's 2 of them we've seen so far.
That's where you need like a money trail to help you.
Yeah.
Because that was the difference in the game last night. But again, Rufus Smith is in play, which is why it's such a powerful card. Because I understand the argument with Sister Aggie versus Rufus Smith, the better ally for hunters.
Yeah. It's one that Roscoe and I are very much in disagreement about.
Alright, Mina's stuck.
Yeah, but it's dealt with.
Good job clearing all the encounters this game. Nothing matured outside of desecrated soil, which is about to.
Yeah, all the vampires have been dealt with, but there's still another reckless and 2 new vampires we haven't seen yet. And if they're just thrown down in a long line now, this could cause a lot of issues. We'll have to see. There's 6 people watching now. Somebody else is watching.
Yeah, I wonder. It's not me watching twice. I should just watch from all my channels and just give us more views. If you guys want to help the algorithm, feel free to give the video a like. Maybe it'll pop up and we'll give a huge viewing.
Oh, he's moving again?
I think that's just to obfuscate the trail. And you know he's getting 3 health back too, so. And feed is also off of the trail on the top. Because now you don't know if he's in North Atlantic, South Atlantic. He could also be in Irish Sea right now. So
Or English Channel, yeah.
you could right north,
Yeah,
but English Channel would be really kind of ridiculous. But I see that potential.
yeah. Good work, though. Yeah. Yeah, you have absolutely no idea where he is now. He's still got a week to go, though.
He does. And you wonder if they have money trail.
Yeah, the longer he stays at sea, if Huns keeps applying, they might get it, but there's that risk then. When do you play it?
Right, it's a big if.
When is the most optimal time to play it, if you even get it in the first place?
Now. Because it's 3 movement.
Yeah.
Because then it really singles.
Yeah.
Because you can't move much more. Like, if he's in South Atlantic, the next spot that's going to be weird is when he gets to the Ionian Sea. Then he can go Adriatic or Black Sea. Alright, let's see where Van Helsing or Godalming's going. My guess towards Spain.
I mean, I guess he could have gone North Sea, English Channel, North Atlantic, and then fourth sea move. You don't know if he's Irish Sea or South Atlantic. That'd be the worst case scenario for your money trail. But the odds of him doing that are highly unlikely.
42, right?
He might...
Yeah, that was good because you can pick the last one, then you know the other two because you can do process. You know North Sea is the first base. That's guaranteed. It's what's the third one. Once you know the third one, you know where. If he moves by sea, you know where he's going. I wonder where he's going. Maybe he's going to go to 8. Okay.
Not the third sea space, Peter, because he could be in North Atlantic right now.
Right.
So then it's Irish Sea or South Atlantic next. It'd only be if he moves a 5th sea space, then you'd know for certain that he's going to Mediterranean. I don't think he's going to do that. I completely agree. It's just this Rufus is just going to... It's just going to make the yeah, it's just going to make the rest of the game very awkward for him. I know he got the free health back, but still. Yeah, the pace of the game's been a little bit slower. No, wait, we've got a pizza wizard in the chat, and we've got an eatso wizard in the chat. What's that all about? I don't know if that's a bug on my screen or what.
Bug on your screen. I see pizza wizard only. Yep.
Oh, it says eatso wizard. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the gameplay pace has been a little bit slower compared to last night's game. But that's okay. We've got 2 newer players. That's perfectly understandable. They're trying to play the best they can.
Well, my game's glitched right now. Check the channel out. Check the channel out on mine.
Okay, I will.
That the hunters are like stuck midway through, so when I click on them, they're like halfway off the board.
Oh, that's an easy one to fix. Just leave the game, Strider, and then rejoin, and it'll fix for you.
All right, you can tell us what's going on then.
Just
because you can still chat, yeah.
Yeah, Van Helsing Mina trade. That might be the Charlie Carriage to get Mina off Hamburg.
All right, back in. Come on, let's go. I don't want to miss a pivotal moment. I wonder when they're going to finally do some bug fixes on Fury of Dracula with the next update.
Yeah, that's the... It might not be until Nintendo Switch version comes out.
Yeah, or the next Game of Thrones book comes out. Yeah, we'll see. He moves again by sea. He's a nut.
No. Oh, he is? Oh my days. But we still don't know where he is. That's the thing. He could be Mediterranean or South Atlantic or Irish Sea right now.
Irish Sea. Right, well now it's Irish Sea, right? It could be a lot of places.
There's 3 sea spaces. It's 3 from North Sea.
Well, you're giving the hunters time to supply, that's for sure.
That is the disadvantage of this strategy, and you're taking a lot of damage for it.
Because of Rufus, unlike the Pizza Wizard, aka, Captain Jack Sparrow, or Drac Sparrow, is that what you call him?
Yeah, Drac Sparrow, yeah, Roscoe will be happy if you're saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rufus wasn't in play then. Now Rufus is, which is another factor. I agree, giving hunters time to supply is not good, but then if you can obfuscate in such a way that they still can't find you because they don't draw the cards they need, he might be able to run out the clock, but it's
A
a
lot of
week to
days.
go.
It's a lot of days.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of time.
And the trail is clear. It's totally clear. So the countries can just supply. And then,
Absolutely.
if they keep supplying, they're going to eventually drop back into that um, heavenly host because they only have
Hmm.
4 more items to draw. And that's
Yep.
1 day of drawing because Godalming is a, as an item, uh, you know, hog.
And it's also making it more likely they'll draw a vampire lair, which will buy the hunters an extra day as well.
Yep.
Um,
And help the IDS
it's-
score. Do you think by IDS in this one? Or is that just a
Yep.
tie break? Okay.
No, well, yeah, but wins are the most important.
Correct. Okay.
We always record IDS. But if 2 players are tied on the same number of wins, then IDS will then work out who's the leading player.
So I think
But IDS for individual games is important. It's the collective, it's the accumulated IDS which is important.
most games I've watched, it's been the newspaper reports that reveal Dracula.
Yep.
That's what I've seen on
Yeah.
most games. This game too.
Yep. Which isn't too surprising. That's kind of what you'd expect to happen.
Oh, no.
Hate to see it.
What number is that? How many? That's 1, 2.
That's 3 of them, I think.
Oof, that's not good.
There's still one more, but it's 1 out of 41. That's very. Oof.
Yeah, now you
Yikes.
just need a newspaper reports maybe to help you. Anything, newspaper.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Newspaper would actually be very helpful here. Yeah.
Metking's pretty funny. Hope you're gonna discount on those guys. Oof.
Even if Seward drew local rumors in North Atlantic, it would actually give him some idea because you'd see where North Atlantic is on the trail, and that would tell you where Dracula potentially is.
Right, North Atlantic. I can't talk. North Atlantic has to have happened, so we know that.
You just don't know where in the trail, if it's the second one or the third one. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
But he's already drawn 1 local rumors, that's the problem, so he might not get the other one.
If he moves again by sea, then we know he has to be
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Mediterranean or Tyrrhenian, or Ionian. Then I think at that point you just bum rush the hunters.
Oh, look at that.
That'll help tonight for them.
That is great news. Because also what can happen now is the hunters can supply on the move. They can move and then supply once they find where Dracula is. So there's almost an argument maybe to hold on to these missing research to supply later, but...
That's 1.
Yep. When I can, I'm going to see what was discarded. Oh, well, that's good.
Oh, 2 fogs. Okay.
Well, and those are the vampires we were talking about.
The new vampires.
All vampires and
Yep.
fogs. Yeah.
Then I
Oh,
saw
there's maybe an
hoax too.
Hoax.
Yep. I didn't see the other one though. That's 1 fog gone.
Yeah.
Do you think fog is the most powerful encounter in the deck? Or is a double vampire more powerful than that? He landed.
Yeah, which is no real surprise. As a single encounter card, Fog is probably the most powerful. But again, it depends on what you're using it for. But it's just as a big, no hunters, we're not doing anything button, it's just perfect. But obviously, Full Warn is just so powerful.
I think it's...
Unearth. I just saw from the Mystic Research, Unearthly Swiftness was at the bottom of the pile.
Okay.
A Hoax Mature would actually be pretty good.
Alright, the item deck is reset. So we can draw into the Holy Circle again. Or, sorry, the Heavenly Host.
Heavenly Host.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
back
well
on the,
spotted, yeah.
back on the menu.
And that's a big problem for Dracula, because now Dracula doesn't actually really know what... He had a good idea of what all the hunters had for combat cards, now he doesn't. What delays the game? Pizza Wizard. What is it that delays the game? Yeah, they have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, plus then 4th week. Oh,
Oh, there
that's
you
really
go.
good.
There we go. Okay, so North Atlantic. He
Okay.
has to be in Mediterranean.
Yeah,
Landed
yeah.
36, 4, 1, 13.
Oh, Cagliari. Yeah, maybe it's another Cagliari move.
But that really does help him because that tells him everything.
Fog delays the game.
North,
Um,
south. Yeah. Now you know the sea.
yeah, it does delay the game, but then you can argue then vampires accelerate. If you can get them to mature or bite or kill hunters, they accelerate the game. Depends on what type of Dracula you want to do. But I think the fact that in our community, we just have the inbuilt assumption that games will last until the 4th week against experienced hunters, then yeah, the delay option is more powerful. But sometimes it's not, because hunters just supply too much and there's not much you can do about it. So maybe there's an argument in the community that we're just going to have to try and learn to be more aggressive and more effective Dracula players.
Yep. He's probably going to 36 here. That's my guess.
So I was just rambling to Pizza Wizard.
No, you're good.
Commentary.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he has to just check 36 here to rule it out. Cagliari is good because he needs to get his rumor tokens down. You have them for a reason. They really need to be in play.
Alright. Mina's got to move. Here we go. Fast horses. See how the... Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah, but if he's on Cagliari, he's going to have to leave off eventually, so you can just sort of prepare for that. But yeah, obviously you want to be rolling the good stuff. Yeah, that's a good point, Peter Wizard. You're having to trade vampires that they have unreliability of their combat hands, but then vampires can't be counted by fog, or can't be counted by forewarned, whereas fog could be counted by forewarned. Forewarned needs more planning though, because you need to get it on the right people, you need to pay Speedy Telegraph, or yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, I understand Peter Wizard's point completely. In chat. Hey.
I had to do it. I'm trying to figure
So
out how
that's...
to turn, yeah, I'm trying to adjust the volume level, but I don't know how to do it on Discord. Let's see.
Just doing the volume mixer, I think. That's the second night supply with Dowming.
Let's see.
Now he needs a hide scout.
Now, yeah, now is where you need them.
Because then you can stop the hide. So if he hides, I'm just thinking out loud. If he hides on Wednesday night, when I play Dracula, I start counting the days. Hide, feed. So that takes you up to Friday. Saturday Tyrrhenian, Sunday Ionian, then you land and you can start getting Fury of Dracula points. That might be his play. Whether or not he'll be able to survive is a different matter.
Now with Rufus on the board, doesn't help him at all.
No, but the thing is, if he feeds, he's up 3 health, so he's back up to 12 health, and he only takes 4 damage. He'll be landing at 8 health. It's not great, but it's not. You know, you could potentially survive a 1v1 fight with 8 health. It stops you from getting hurt by a heroic leap. Oh, that's a Lucy's Revenge getting traded, by the way. I'm just spotting it in the bottom right corner.
Yep.
That potentially could be critical. If he can get Kadaming onto him, he will be able to escape his bat. Especially if it's 4th week, because then technically escape his bat gives you Fury of Dracula points. Because it's just so difficult to achieve it.
And Mina and Van Helsing have forewarns. So both forewarns are drawn, I think. Let's double check.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I wish he wasn't showing the second forewarned. Giving Dracula that knowledge is not ideal, but maybe he's got another really good event he doesn't want to show.
Consecrated Ground.
Yeah. Consecrated Ground, Great Strength. They're probably only encounters that you would, or events that you would hide from Dracula,
right,
other than forewarned.
Yeah, planned ambush doesn't matter. Is that the back to sea? There's Cagliari, so he's off. It has to be Cagliari. He's Tyrrhenian now. That's
Why is he? That's really preemptive leaving. I would hold my nerve and stay. Because the worst case scenario is it's only Van Helsing who can get onto you with excellent weather. Nobody else can get there. You got a time to at least feed.
Yep. Now I'd move the hunters all the way to the east. Like, do you even worry about that encounter on Cagliari at this point?
Now that's a good question.
Where it's so late in the game, it doesn't matter, right? It's Thursday. So I think you just go for Drac. That's the win condition.
But there's a possibility if he gets into 4th week, he might be able to accelerate his victory just by moving, and then the thing matures and he wins instantly. Once he's moved, you know, because if that's, say it's a vampire, you know he has vampires in his hands. That's up to 6 points. He still needs 3 days to win. Oh, I would have held my nerve and stayed. Was it anything that could have been? Nice. Yeah, I agree, Pizza Wizard. I think you have to do at least one of the two. It obfuscates a little bit that the chance are he is at Cagliari, but it obfuscates that he didn't go into Spain. It's also just you're having to think about what you're going to do next. And I fear what's going to happen here is he's going to land from the Ionian while we're still inside the 3rd week. And he's not accumulating any points. He's making loads of land moves, and he's not accumulating any points for it.
Maybe he's going back to his castle to heal.
Yeah, maybe.
Some newer players do that. I like doing that.
So Van Helsing did have excellent weather, but then again, you know, he's revealing 1 rifle.
Maybe move to the Tyrrhenian Sea here, and just follow him. Nope, he didn't.
Nah, I think I have to do the encounter.
It's probably gonna be a new vampire.
Yeah, I would say so. I think it has to be a vampire.
But he would probably ambush. Or he just wants a night fight, because Van Helsing is weak.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I would have just stayed there on Cagliari and basically tempt the Huns to go, then you extra weather on top of me.
Yeah. He also
watch what happens.
He does have a forewarned. Unlucky economy here for
But if it's a vampire, you can't forewarn that.
No, you can't, but you can if it's fog.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you know he has 2 fogs.
1 got taken away with behind the veil, though.
Correct. So he's got 1 left. He had 2 fogs. I'm guessing you'd rather be a hunter player here, Scotsword?
To be in this situation of the game?
Yep.
Yeah, because hunters always have a chance. It's very hard with Dracula. I think if Dracula had stayed on Cagliari, I think he could have done a lot of hurt to Van Helsing. There is a risk that he just takes so much damage that he can't go to sea again, but maybe it's worth it.
Alright, let's see what it is.
If you can kill Van Helsing, you could potentially land and get a couple of moves and you win. No, I agree, Pizza Wizard, that Spain's very dangerous, but obviously, until you absolutely know for certain he's in Cagliari, you can't rule it out. That was the only point. That's the only point I was making. I wasn't suggesting it as a legitimate move. It's a very much a 5% of the time type move, or maybe even 1% of the time. Why are Dracula's pirates?
It is a snake. Yep.
Oh, we got rid of the hoax. Okay, because the hoax is there, I kind of understand why Dracula left, because he's got no protecting encounter. You could wolf him to Bari and then go to Adriatic.
Maybe hide and put a double vampire on top of him. And then feed and just stick around.
Yeah, that's another possibility. He needs to use rumor tokens to threaten, I think. That's probably the only thing that's been missing from this game. Maybe. Yeah. Bari's a possibility. The fact that timing from the Ionian is going to be wrong. Nope, he's going straight to Ionian.
Oof.
I think he's going to be landing too early. It's just he's not going to be able to survive long enough. But we'll see.
Does he move one more sea space?
No. Oof.
I think he'd want to wolf form to 50 and try walking to the castle at this point to heal. That might be a little obvious though. Can the hunters make it?
Let's think. Friday night Sofia, Saturday night Bucharest, Sunday night Galatz, Castle on Monday, hides, feeds, and he makes one more move. How many moves does he need? 1, 4. Oh, he needs to make 2 moves. I really don't like that plan. See, look at the hunters. Like, I know it's only Godalming, but
yeah,
like
he's
they're
flying.
there.
Yep, they're flying.
If Mina gets her economy sorted, he's gonna be in a really awkward situation. He's gonna have to win a fight against a hunter to potentially win this now.
Right, and he could have consecrated ground.
Yeah.
Send him back to the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That would kill him, right? Because he's at 5 HP. Yeah, he could. This could be a GG.
Yes, you're right. If he can trap him completely, so the trail gets cleared, you'll take the 5 damage. Punt him back to sea. His sea movement is going to be incredibly limited because of Rufus, or you force him inland into a spot where there's a hunter, and he's forced to fight onto the hunter with no encounter. Yeah, CG would just make this game almost inevitable. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Pizza Wizard. And the thing too is the number of moves he would have to make. He would have, if he was just leaving the castle and then he'd instantly win. But if I've done the maths right, he's going to have to make 2 moves after the castle. If there's a castle hide, you have to make 2 more moves. And that's really difficult.
Very
Without
difficult.
wolf form,
Yep.
that's very hard. Because the Huns will know where you are and they're going to surround you and stop you from moving out. But... what?
That was a very odd move. Where did
He-
he move from 24 and
Wait.
then go to... Okay.
Wait, but how did he do it with fast horses? I'm so confused by that. If that was a fast horse move, why you just move all the way to Munich? If that was a rail, if that was a train, why wouldn't you move to 25 and then you can rail up to 58? Okay, well, whatever. Minor point. Yeah, I think rumours are too late now as well, which is I wish they'd been put down earlier from a Dracula perspective. I'd wish they'd been put down earlier to sort of, you know, panic the Huns a bit more. But I think if I was in this position, I think it's still in the balance and anything could happen. But Humperdink's played quite a sort of astute game. He hasn't taken many risks, which is good. I think the game is slightly in the Hunter favour here. Probably, I think it's probably about 2/3 chance the Hunters win at this point, but it's still late. You never know. One good combat, killing a hunter, would just accelerate the game so much for Dracula. That might be enough.
Yeah, no renewed vigor. But Godalming might have a sense of emergency.
Yep.
Because those haven't been played, correct? Let me check the discard.
No, I haven't seen any. We've only seen a charted carriage. No sense of emergencies.
Looks like the Heavenly Host was discarded. That's odd.
Oh yeah.
Very strange. Yeah.
Well, the only reason I could think about that this late is potentially a hunter picked up, had 2 Heavenly Hosts, and they realized they wouldn't be able to trade it around for consecrated ground in time, so they just ditched it. Which I can perfectly understand. It's at this point in the game, it's too hard to get hunters where you need them to be to trade. They're just having to just move to get around, to try and get ahead of Dracula or to surround him. They're not ahead of him right now. The best they can do is if Dracula does wolf form to Sophia, Godalming could get onto that same space, but does he want to do that?
Right.
Oh, he's just oh, this could be curtains. If there is a consecrated ground, this
It's
is
over. Yeah. Because 46-3.
Yeah,
Maybe-
they're both bad.
But, you know, you have one Heavenly Host in the discard.
Yeah, but if he has consecrated ground and 2 Heavenly Hosts, that's enough. As
Alright, Godalming's on the move.
yeah, just go to Sophia and block it. Well, there's an argument. Maybe go to. There's a CG check. Yeah, it's. I mean, maybe do you go to 55 to stop Dracula potentially moving to Adriatic? That might be another way he's going to do it. He's taking so much damage from the sea, but maybe it doesn't really matter if he wins. That's the main thing. Oh, is this an excellent weather move onto 55 next turn?
Could be. There's one more, right? There's only 2 in the deck.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then you have, there we go, Van Helsing's following.
Yep.
And then have Van Helsing land in case he has to forewarn it if it's fog.
Yep. 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 Oh.
Mina's like doing the slow journey. Painful.
She's always rolling slow, and the fact that ticket is very persistent. That could be Dracula saving grace here. Covering Valona is super important here. Yeah, maybe covering Valona is more important than Sophia, actually. Because if Dracula moves off Salonika, you can then move off Valona. But the problem is you don't know if he's hiding, if he's moving. He could also potentially, I mean, it's very risky, but he could do a legitimate, you know, if he's getting surrounded by hunters, he might actually do a legitimate wolf form hide here to throw the hunters off the scent, but it's incredibly risky. But it could work. I like the banner.
But then you hurt yourself. Yeah, they're having a good time. And that's important. I know it's usually in tournaments people get stressed out. But it's nice to see the joy between these two players.
I think the information we have that's really important here is the fact that forewarns are on the characters that are moving last. So what Dracula could do here is go to 55 and put down fog. And even if both Godalming and Sue jump onto it, well then he just fogs them. Because they got no forewarn to deal with it. They're trapped in fog. He goes to Adriatic and then he does something else. He goes, you know, Venice and then goes off or whatever. And then I think he just wins, just because the hunters won't have time to catch again. That's a potential.
Is that the last night supply they can do safely?
I don't know. That's actually the last one. They got one more left. I think that might be the last one.
Feeding. Risky.
It is risky because Van Helsing can get onto him here.
Right, and then Godalming can get onto it, and it's going to be. But again, you're right. Godalming moves first, though. You're right.
Yeah, there's obviously no speedy telegraph, which is actually one time you actually really need speedy telegraph here, and you wouldn't have to fear the bug because you're forewarning the encounter. Right, I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. I'm interested in what Humperdink does here.
Maybe Godalming stays still and then lets Van Helsing search. Because Sophia is such a good spot. Just a block. But the feed allows Dracula. What's Dracula's HP up to now? 7? Not 55. Go fish. Well, why? Oh, he's just blocking if it's 3. But now you've unlocked Sophia for him to go to.
Yeah, so obviously that doesn't mean that Seward has. Oh, he has excellent weather.
That's odd. Okay.
No, it's not. Is he going to trade for a consecrated ground here? He's going to trade Heavenly Host, maybe. Oh no, this could be a potential CG play. Maybe he's got 2 Heavenly Hosts on the same person and he's going to switch them across. Oh, he's taking a long time to make this move though. Oh. Oh. What?
That's very odd. I thought they were going to trade together.
Yeah, same. Okay, scrap what I just said then. Problem is Van Helsing has to land now. And you don't land him in Athens.
I think you land him in 46 for sure. You have
Maybe
to.
not.
I would do
I don't think
46.
you do. No, I think I would move him to Black Sea, actually. Okay, never mind.
It's a
Oh, he's not.
It's a vampire, I think. But why would you?
Why
Yeah, I don't know why you'd let it.
you
Wouldn't
have
want to
to
weaken him.
ambush, right?
Right.
Unless it's the aristocratic. Pizza Wizard's confused in the chat, so am I, Pizza Wizard. At the same time, this is why it's cool to watch newcomers, because they don't do what you expect them to do. You have all these theories, and they do something completely different. But if Humperdinck's got a strategy, he's committing to it, that's the most important thing. If you just commit to a strategy, that's the best thing. Even if it's not necessarily
No
100% correctly. No heroic leap. That's very important.
See Van Helsing's combat deck here.
He's got a gun plus something else. Because he had a stake, which he used in Cagliari.
Yes.
Maybe it's an aristocratic he's on top of, but why would you play an aristocratic in Salonika? That's so risky.
Let's see what happens here. Heavenly Host attempt. Maybe usually he starts by dodging. That's what we've noticed this whole game. So if I were Dracula, I'd play a plotting. Oof.
Oh. Well, this is...
Well, he can get bit and he lives. It's Van Helsing.
Yeah, that's the thing. But then Dracula gets health back, which is not bad necessarily. Probably we know he has a rifle. It's a rifle or a pistol. He has one of them, which makes killing him with claws much, much, much harder. So Van Helsing's probably not going to die here.
He's going to dodge, I think. I would pick dodge if I were him. And I would be plotting for him. Okay.
He might have double fangs.
We don't know the cards Van Helsing has, but he's not trying to hurt him. It's not like last night's game with all garlic. I've never seen the garlic fest. Let's see. You're right, double fang.
Oh, double fang. Well, that's another bite on that's another point, by the way. I don't know if that changes the arithmetic. I'll have to see. Obviously, Van Helsing doesn't die in this instance.
And Dracula's up to 10 health too, so he's going to be able to wolf form this turn.
Yeah.
3, let's see, 6, 9, 12. It doesn't change it.
Nah, it doesn't change the arithmetic. No. No. No, no, no.
Let's see if you have a consecrated ground. Put it on 50, I think it's the best choice.
The cool thing here is, even if he plays Consecrated Ground, Dracula's now accumulated enough health that he can get to sea again.
True.
Yeah, wish the second bite did something on Van Helsing.
Did.
Well, yeah,
got him a point. It got him health back. He went from 5 HP. He fed. He's up to 10. He's doubled his health since he's landed.
Yep. It's just because of Van Helsing's ability, strong wills, he can take an extra bite. If there's anybody else, they would die.
Right.
Guess he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to try and get multiple hunters onto him.
Yeah, this is a long game.
Yeah, the pace has been a little bit slower, but that's okay. As I said, newer players that can't expect them to play at the same speed as we do. There's also just the fact it has made it to the third week. A lot of the games that I've seen, they've been done within 10, 12 days of gameplay. So the fact we've actually got a game that is, like the game last night, that is going into the fourth week is very exciting. Really happy to be able to watch this. Much easier when you're commentating with somebody. It's not as tiring.
Yep, I don't talk much. I just, watching the game, having fun. Forewarned.
Oh, he searched it.
Can you you
What?
can't forewarn that, or is that only with ambush?
Only ambush. Only ambush it.
That's good news.
Oh
So now he can hide a turn if he wants to it.
no, there's no point because he's not getting Fury of Dracula points for it, and that means now wherever he goes, he can't fog anymore. That's his fog used.
Yep.
I completely understand why he didn't ambush because then the forewarned would have been there. But then, but I also see the argument. Oh, that's a tricky one. Do you ambush with the fog to burn the forewarned, or do you trap Van Helsing in fog, but now Van Helsing can trade the forewarned, which is still active to somebody else? Oh, that's very interesting.
Right. We know Dracula has a reckless and he has a new vampire.
Yeah,
I forgot the other things that he had.
I think that's it. I think the other stuff. Oh no,
It's like a
aristocratic.
saboteur?
I think he had.
Okay.
But then he might have his another new vampire. Whoa, has he delayed the hunters enough? Do you now wolf form? Because the only normal move is Sophia, and that's very risky without fog now.
He did hide,
Well,
but that gives the
he's
hunters more time to gang up
surround
on him.
him.
Right.
But I also get it because it means he's in fog. He's completely safe here. And what he could actually do here is he could engage a fight with Van Helsing and try and bite him again, and then Van Helsing dies.
And do like
Oh,
a
the
night
music's-
combat.
Yeah. Otherwise, the music stopped on my screen.
It's working
The
for me.
pivotal moment was the most exciting. Oh, now it's back again.
Yeah, it's rare to have
That's very interesting.
Yep. It's rare to have
So you're
relaxing music in the last week. Normally it's epic and it's built up to a crescendo, the music here. Yeah, John Stewart can no longer get to that port. He has to land on 3.
Oh, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So Van Helsing searching that has really facilitated this for Dracula. Actually, I dismissed the hide too quickly. Hide is a really good play here. Because he can now wolf form out tomorrow.
Yep.
That gives him 3 points. Plus, he's got a bit of distance. He could try to fake a move by going to. No, Valona's bad because Sud could check it.
49 is open. That's an option.
Yep, 6 is open. 10 is probably going to get closed. 56. Maybe it's worth going into a night combat with Van Helsing and try and kill him.
Well, if you kill him, how many points do you get? You get 5 points, right? So he
Yeah.
gets up to 8. Then you
Yeah.
wolf form away and you're up to 11.
Yeah.
Then the hunters have to find you. And let's say you kill him by a bite, then you have 12 HP. Van Helsing and Mina are trading.
Oh, is that an escape route, maybe?
We can check, right?
Or maybe it's.
Forewarned is still showing on the top.
So it's one of the other things then. Oh, wow. If that's a day trade, maybe. Oh.
Okay.
This is fascinating stuff.
You gotta move 2 away.
Oh, I don't know about that
That's
one.
a strange move, yeah, I agree. I think it would have been better to go to like 56 or 6. What is this location? The one to the
Yeah,
left.
you
Yep.
could. Oh, it's a heroic leap.
So he can do that?
Ye-
Even
Because Dracula initiated the combat. If Dracula had chosen not to initiate the combat, that wouldn't have happened.
now
Dracula
that,
wanted. Dracula was going to had the intention to kill Van Helsing.
Yep. Now can't. You could try in the
Now he
morning,
can't.
but it's not going to happen. Not
But I
when
mean,
you're so weak, yeah. I think you're swinging
But the
back to the hunters now.
Yeah, I agree, because the only way he can stay in place is if he dark calls, and then he's hurting himself even more. Yeah, I agree, Pizza Wizard, he should have moved to 10 to cover more wolf form locations.
Oh, I know it changes based on the influence bar. But I still think the last week you got to be epic. You got to boost it, do a special track.
Oh wow, that heroic leap was. Oh, the fact that he preempted that Dracula would fight him.
Because Dracula could do a dark call, right? And then fight him,
Could.
and then fight Van Helsing tonight.
Yeah, but he's down to 3 health then.
Yeah, it's too dangerous.
And he's gonna have to wolf form out.
I wonder if you wolf form to 55 just to mess with them.
Yeah, but then Sword might jump on top of you, and then Mina will move on top of you as well.
But usually with wolf form you think 2 away.
Yeah, but Sword doesn't have horses, I don't think. Or does he?
No, he does. I think Seward has horses, Mina has horses, and
Godalming
Godalming.
does. Oh, so maybe you might be able to trick him then.
You
But the fact he's left 10, open, it means that's another location that Huns have to check. Oh, this is very interesting. What's Dracula going to do here?
I would wolf form to 55 just to mess with them. And hope that Seward jumps over you.
Man, this is very difficult. Do you go for the kill with Dark Call?
That's really risky though.
Yeah, but so is wolf forming, because you're having to make an extra move on land. You know what I mean? Because if he kills Van Helsing, he accelerates the track.
Yeah, did Van Helsing supply too this year? No, he traded, right?
He traded. Yep. Oh, he is doing wolf form. Okay, so he's not fighting Van Helsing anymore.
Yeah, I would go to 55. That's me. Because with Godalming, you're going to go to either 56, meaning you'd probably check 10.
Yeah, 10's very dangerous because of the ability to go to the castle.
Right.
To get health back.
And I think Van Helsing stuck another night.
55's not. 55 isn't GG because he has to make 3 more moves without hide.
Right. Because then you go to sea, then you go to you'd land in Italy and walk around. You gotta just pray.
Oh well. There's no CG. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, you could just go to sea and then land in Italy. They won't be able to catch you. But yeah, because both X and webs have been used. But you're right. CG would just ruin it. Yeah, you're right. Oh.
If they have it.
He didn't go to 10. Oh wow.
Oh, my game's not even showing it. I have to jump and come back. Keep telling me because my game glitched.
Okay. Can any hunter get to Italy in time? I don't think so.
I feel bad. This is like the pivotal part of the game, and mine glitched.
And he plays Vampire. Wait, is Vampire Lair even good here?
Does it buy? I think it buys 1 day.
No, it doesn't. Vampire Lair is useless.
I'm getting back in
now. Imagine if he did go to 55 and soon missed the opportunity to catch him in 55.
This is my idea. That's my weird, tricky thought.
Where's Mina going to check? There's so many permutations here because if Mina goes onto a different location and finds him... Oh, found him in Varna.
Right. I'm on it. Yeah, I see it.
But then if Mina dies here, then that's GG as well, I think.
You should have played 2 vampires too. Does she still have her Holy Circle though? She didn't play it, or did she play it? She played it.
She played it. Well, actually, maybe the Vampire Lair is good here because then if Mina dies, then maybe the Hunters have an extra turn to make it work. Oh, so maybe the Vampire Lair was necessary. Well, I mean, fair enough for getting it right. There's so many locations for him to check. You picked the right one.
Yeah, I think 55 though. That would have been my play. But it's easy to, spectate here.
Okay, so that's 2 damage onto Mina.
Yep.
It's just a little bit of damage.
And then we go into the fight with Drac.
Yep. No heroic leap has been used. Maybe there's an escape route. I don't think there is. I doubt it. So yeah, if Mina dies here, he's up to 9. So he has to move
I
and
think
then
this
move again.
I think this is a GG for the hunters here. Hunters win.
Well, there's another possibility here. If he is able to take no damage in this combat and then escape his bat, I know it's rounds. You have to do it in round
Right.
5. But if he pulled it off, you get 3 points plus 3 points for the. He gets wolf form back.
Maybe play a mesmerize here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, she showed a knife. Oh, there's so many permutations to how this could end. This is so cool. Oh man, it's 20 past 1, but I don't give a shit. This is so fun.
Yeah. Now I would play a plotting with Dracula, because you think she's gonna dodge here because she doesn't want to die. So if you have plotting, I would play it here.
But then it's all about the double bluff, right? Because you know it's so obvious going to play dodge, maybe play something else. There's the plotting. Oh, wow.
Best case scenario.
Absolutely.
And as Dracula, you play strength, and I think Mina, you play escape.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to. You saw that knife. You don't want to get knifed right now.
No. You only take 2 damage though from it, not 3 because of the mesmerize.
Right.
And you might. You want to try and break the knife so then you can escape his bat, but maybe she's holding another escape his bat item. She has something else that she not
does.
showing us right now.
Right.
But I have no idea what it is. It could be, you know, a surprise garlic crucifix. So this is not one yet for Dracula. Dracula's going to be very careful how he plays this. There's the strength. Oh, GG!
That's over, right? That's it.
It's over? Wow. I mean, fair enough. Tamina Harker went for it.
Yep. Wonder if they had the
Well
fangs in hand. That's crazy. Wow.
That and the influence score does not show what sort of game that was. Obviously, Dracula gets the bonus for getting to to week 4, but holy moly, that was on edge.
Oof. That could have gone either way. And you have, right. And she was mesmerized too. So, ouch. Crazy.
Oh.
Crazy game.
Crazy game. If Humperdink played that, knowing he was going to get plotted on, and then he was guaranteed to play the strafe because he wanted to break the knife. I reduced it from 2 from 6. No, from 6.
Wow, what a close game. That was a fun one.
Wow. GG to both players. That was a very, very exciting and interesting game.
Yep.
Well worth the watch. It was a long one, but
yep.
Well worth the watch.
That's right. It's 7:23 here. The sun is still setting.
It's almost 1:30, and I'm going to bed.
Yep. All right, Scotsword, thanks for having me and for joining the channel here.
No problem.
I'll try to post a link in the description about your channel and the other Fury of Dracula channels.
That's very kind.
Yeah, if you want to send me an image of the thumbnail of the game so I can put it up instead of the waiting screen, that'd be great. But you probably want to go to bed, so.
I can do it very quickly just now. I'll head off though. But thank you for having the live stream. Thank you for having me on it. Thank you to everybody who was watching. It was a really cool game.
Yep, and good. Yeah, shout out again to I forgot their names, Mettking and Humperdink. Great game. Yep. Very fun.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna end the stream now, guys. Thank you so much, Scotsword, and I'll talk to all of you later.
Cool. Thank you, Rich. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yep. And I'll be streaming tomorrow night with the Quincy Morris and Weircraft game. So I'll be doing that around 8:30, about 25 hours from now if you want to join.